Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Scorp Queen Intuition. Welcome back. Thank you guys so much if you are returning. This is going to be your rest of December reading or the rest of the year reading. Welcome back to me too. You notice I've been gone. I had a lot going on, a lot of major life changes. I had my baby boy the weekend after Thanksgiving, and you see my background is different because I also moved. So I've done a lot within the last month. So I'm just glad to be back. Glad to be able to connect with you guys energetically, see what messages Spirit has for you, how I can bring some clarity to your life. Okay, Taurus? So let's go ahead and see what you guys need to surrender. Forgive me also if you guys hear a lot of like noise in the back. Like I said, I just moved, so things are still trying to get things in order. And I do have my dog in the back. He's a pretty big dog, so might sound like a grizzly bear back there, but he is behind me. Okay, so if it get too loud, I might have to pause the video. So let's see. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding and rigid. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. All right. So Taurus, that is kind of a very Taurus trait of being right and standing firm on what you believe in, and kind of standing on that, as Tauruses are fixed signs. So, and they're the bull, so they are very bullheaded, strong-minded, set in their ways. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have here? And we have first chakra Archangel Michael, which is the base chakra, the root chakra. Okay, that symbolizes your security, your stability, your material world, like your home, your family structure, your foundation. Okay, and then we have conflict and chaos. So this could be a lot of chaos surrounding your home, your situations, maybe a lot of arguing, a lot of bickering in your home, maybe within your family, within your relationship. Okay, could be just causing a lot of conflict. Is just surrounded by a lot of conflict and bickering and arguing. From what I see, you could be getting into a very big argument or disagreement with your significant other. Maybe for some of you guys, this could be just a male family member, if not your spouse or someone like that. Let's go ahead and read what the book says about these cards and get a clear understanding of what Spirit has to say to you guys. Okay, so 35, which is root chakra, base chakra, which is stability and security. So Michael holds a beautiful globe of red energy at the first chakra, which is located at the base of the spine. This is the place where your sense of stability and security is stored. When this card is upright, it reveals that your energy is flowing freely regarding these issues. Even if you've had problems with feeling secure in the past, these challenges are beginning to be resolved at this time. Archangel Michael is with you, bringing you strength and personal stability. You are capable of taking action and moving forward on your path. So allow yourself to feel increasing faith in your own power and security now and always. Okay, so maybe you guys need to feel a sense of security in your home or in your relationship, or maybe that sense of security has been kind of ruffled and kind of stirred up a little. So does seem to be maybe some issues, some family matters going on around you. Okay, just make sure, if you do find yourself having some family issues or household issues, remember to hear other people's side, Taurus, or remember that it's not always our perspective that is right. Okay, so we have to always give other people room to be who they are, say who they say what they feel, what they want, and without trying to right fight, but just more so coming to an understanding. Okay, I feel like that is what needs to be done. There needs to be a little bit more understanding when it comes to maybe someone else's feelings or perspective, okay, or their view on something. So let's see what that chaos and conflict is, which is number 33. Okay, let's see, 33. So, this chaos and conflict is it's disarray, being at cross purposes with another, the tension of opposites, and the value of chaos before order. So, this may be a much needed conversation that is going to be had between you and someone else that's going to stem from conflict, but it's going to lead to order. Okay, it's going to lead to things coming back into balance and to stability. Okay, it might be just one of those conversations that actually is going to be tough and intense, but it's going to help. It's necessary, okay? It's an opportunity to resolve some issues here between you and someone else. So allow that conversation to come about if it does come up, or maybe you even initiate the conversation if that can help resolve things, okay? Communicate it. So it says the oracle message is opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the value of chaos that serves you well. As you become unmoored by it, scatter to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself you no longer need, and disperse seeds that reinvent yourself anew. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outward and causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else, facing a storm you may feel you can't control. Yet, every storm passes and chaos leads to a reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation. Look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Don't be too eager to fight. This is a time to understand rather than to be understood. So somebody needs understanding, like I said. Somebody needs understanding. Somebody needs to know that this is a time for them to show understanding or display understanding instead of, like I said, right fighting or arguing to prove a point. Listen to understand, not listen to respond. Because a lot of times when people respond to be right, they just responded off of what they heard or what they thought they heard, and not more so of trying to get a complete understanding and just more so arguing or, saying stuff out of defense or trying to be holding this stance of being right. So the relationship message for that card, conflict and chaos, is stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. And this can also just symbolize somebody being extremely stubborn, right? Somebody who surrender your need to always be right. If somebody is always feeling the need to be right, it usually comes from being stubborn. Being stubborn and just refusing to see somebody else has a right to feel or think or have an opinion, okay? And even if it doesn't align with what we think, doesn't mean they're wrong, and it doesn't mean we're not right, okay? So, maybe understanding somebody else, having a little bit more understanding to allow things to work. So if that's you, Taurus, Spirit is telling you guys to, kind of step back a little bit, allow somebody else to have a stance in a disagreement or argument, an opinion or whatever it is, and understanding that you can sometimes agree to just disagree, but also just allowing somebody else to be right as well, okay? Something that you guys might need to work on moving forward if you see that this is starting to be some situations in your family or with your relationship with your loved ones. Just understanding that you need to show understanding sometimes more so than being trying to be understood or heard or right, okay? So the relationship message is here, like I said, stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. The incessant need to be right will only serve to prolong the conflict that deep down you want to be resolved. This is an opportune moment to learn about your values, your sense of self, what's really important to you. Some things are non-negotiable. If that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way through the stormy emotions to higher ground? Soon the air will clear and you will be in a much better place than before. For the storm will have passed, blazing a path for new growth in its wake. Things can become electronic and enlightened. Electric and enlightened. Always better than before. If you use this time constructively, okay? So just more so listening, displaying a little bit more listening, a little bit more understanding, a little bit more compromise, a little bit more compassion to someone else and how they feel about things, or a major way that, if you guys are not understanding why there's so much conflict or arguing surrounding your house or your relationship, it could be that those principles that you guys are missing: understanding, respect, um, compromise, okay, allowing someone else to feel how they feel and be right as well. Just different things when it comes to the communication. So, uh, you know, not feeling like you have to be right in everything, So just take that moving forward, and use that in your everyday life with your relationships with people. Okay, let's see. So we have mental conflict. So definitely some stagnancy. Two people not seeing eye to eye, or coming together of the minds. I don't see that you two are coming together mentally, or seeing things eye to eye. Could be up, maybe someone is could definitely be somebody very stubborn. To me, this can definitely be somebody that's stuck inside their own mind, inside their own head, inside their own thoughts, not having the ability to see somebody else's viewpoint, because you see, all they see in the back of their own head is themselves. So it could be a very self-centered person, maybe is what make it hard to see somebody. I just feel like a very, hard-headed person, or a very stubborn person. Okay. Movement, choices, and decisions. Sorry, y'all. I bumped my camera. Movement, choices, and decisions, which is the Two of Pentacles. Emotional withdrawal. So somebody is to the point to where, I guess, the constant arguing, the constant bickering, the constant lack of understanding is really, causing a lot of stress on somebody. Suffering in silence here. Emotional withdrawal. Getting someone to the point to where they're at their breaking point. They're ready to just kind of walk away. I see somebody really wanting to make a choice here, but they are kind of stuck and not knowing what to do. I kind of get like it's an energy of like, your heart is telling you to go, but you just have not moved, or you haven't made that decision to do what you need to do to move forward. Kind of knowing what you need to do, and, maybe not making that move, or being ready to still juggling the thought or the idea in your head, but it's always on your mind. It's always in the forefront of someone's mind here, of how much more they can take when it comes to the disagreements, the disconnection, the chaos, the arguing, the fighting. Okay. Okay, let's see. Why is mental conflict here? Ace of Wands. Why is mental conflict here? Seven of Wands and King of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Hangman. Yeah, someone is stuck here. They're stuck in their mind about whether they want to just kind of start something new here with this Ace of Wands. Block the emotions off, or if they should even just kind of block themselves off from this person, kind of stick around, or should they just start anew and afresh somewhere, or in a different situation, or just single. It's a lot of love here, and that's what's the confusion. That's the part that causes the confusion. The love, the energy. I see Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here as well. See movement, choices, and decisions. Movement, choices, and decisions. Ooh. Knight of Swords. Yeah, a lot of heavy thinking, a lot of choices, a lot of decisions. Movement, choices, and decisions. choices and decisions. 5 of coins, 5 of pentacles. Somebody is really overwhelmed by the thoughts, okay? You have Capricorn, devil energy here. Movement, choices, and decisions. 5 of Pentacles. Somebody is really contemplating whether they should let this go, disconnect from the toxicity that is definitely surrounding them. This could be a lot of arguing or somebody that puts somebody down in a way. Could be with their words or what they say. That can really kind of pull someone down or make them feel like they're beneath them in a way, you know, especially if somebody feel like they're right all the time. A lot of times they're going to, you know, say certain things that keep their stance in an argument when it matters to them about being right more than anything. You know, people that want to be right more than anything, they'll say anything, even if it doesn't make sense in the moment. They'll say whatever. They'll say things to kind of cut the other person down. They'll say whatever to win the argument or the fight. And that's kind of what I see, a person here that's just more so focused on winning the argument or the fight, which just causes a lot of problems, a lot of instability in the family, the relationship, the household. But it's definitely a very toxic energy, a low vibrational energy, okay? Emotional withdrawal. Why is emotional withdrawal here? Emotional withdrawal is because of the 5 of Wands. Okay, so somebody is emotionally withdrawn because they're just tired of the arguing. They're tired of the fighting. They're tired of the conflict. It has really caused somebody to just pull back emotionally, pull back their love, their feelings. That's why I said someone definitely has a guard up emotionally now. And it could be because, you know, of the constant, I don't know, disagreements or bickering and arguing that's had between two people. Let me see. Why is emotional withdrawal here with the 5 of Wands? Somebody is tired. They're just ready to walk away from the constant disarray, like the card said. Okay. Emotional withdrawal. It's pulling somebody away emotionally. King of Coins. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Let's see. So, I think somebody here, I think they feel like there's a sense of trust or the sense of full commitment or loyalty, whatever it is done is no longer there. I feel like this is what's also making somebody withdraw emotionally. Somebody here looks like they may be ready to close out a cycle or just kind of, you know, end things here because of the constant disagreements and arguing and fighting and just the constant heartache and loss right up under that, right up under suffering and silence. So somebody, it's a lot of stress, anxiety, maybe sleepless nights, a lot of crying, maybe for someone here that's kind of just tired of the constant emotional roller coaster with somebody. Let's see, why is suffering in silence here? Tower. Something is ending. Like I said, the Tower, Aries, Scorpio energy. Why is suffering in silence here? Here, I had to reach for that card. Suffering in silence. Suffering in silence here. With the Scorpio and Aries energy there with that Tower. The Fool. Aries energy again and Knight of Cups. So, somebody is suffering in silence because what they're stressed about, what they're hurt about is having to either start a new beginning somewhere and let the relationship end, or the connection end and start a new beginning elsewhere. Okay, whether that's with someone particularly or just in life, period, in general. Um, so that's what's hurting more so, is having to let things end and starting new somewhere else, or having to start over. Hmm. Yeah. So somebody know what's best though. I just feel like this is somebody who maybe somebody is trying to make it work with, but um they can't really say how they feel about stuff. See, what other messages do we have here for Taurus Spirit? What other messages do we have here for Taurus? Cupid, love and desire. Red, passion, anger, courage. Yeah, so there's a lot of love, but there's a lot of anger here as well. It's kind of like a bittersweetness or a love-hate type energy. What do we have here? Red could be significant. Ooh. Got a key and unlock. And then we have gray, depressed, detached, unemotional. Seashell, protection. Yeah, that's what I get. I get this person here that kind of just refuses to kind of just allow someone else to have their feelings or their thoughts. Um, it's a very detached person here. They're detached from seeing someone else and how someone else feel about something, or um, understanding that somebody else can feel how they feel, and they have they're well within their rights to feel how they feel. That's because of a very detached or unemotional person that just cannot see something from someone else's point of view, or allow someone else to kind of feel how they feel. It's a lot of love here, but I feel like it's driven off of, some quite negative energy here. It might be more so, of a toxic connection than, something good or positive about it at this moment. What messages do we have here for Taurus Spirit? Okay, let go. So some of you guys, there's your answer right there. Let go. You don't have to be conflicted anymore mentally trying to figure out what you need to do. If you want to hold on to the love in the relationship, start something new, okay? Or if you want to just block off everything from this person, it's up to you to make that decision. But I do see Spirit is saying let go. I do feel like somebody's energy or their feelings are just being stifled out. Okay, ask your angels, get more information. So pray on it, meditate on it, to figure out what you guys need to do when it comes to resolving a lot of just, uproar or certain energy, negative energy that's around you in your house, your family, your relationship, whatever it is. Just take the messages here. Take the advice here that Spirit has given you to try to work through these things, and try and hoping for a better outcome. But pray on it, meditate on it. For some of you guys, you just need to let it go. Okay, let the situation go. Because any connection that stifles out who you are, or your feelings, or your thoughts, your views, or cannot come to a common ground or compromise, then might not be the relationship or the connection for you or the people for you. Okay. All right, Taurus. So that's your message. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that bell so you guys know when I'm back with another reading. All right. Until next time.